Okay, just a quick word about examinations because I actually had a friend say to me recently, why would my child do a TAP exam? And I was quite stunned because I thought, why wouldn't you? So I thought I'd just explain that. It's like anything in life you would know as an adult. If you don't really have a reason to do something, then it's really hard to motivate yourself to do it properly. And the same thing goes for children. So offering them the chance to participate in an examination gives them that motivation to go to the next level, to reach their absolute peak performance. They're aiming for a certain date. They're aiming, by this date, I need to have this work ready. Now, with the Tapatak Oz examinations, it's really important to remember it's not about getting 100%. It's not about being the best. It's about being the best you can be for yourself. So for that reason, please remember that every child excels in a different thing. So one child, for them just to walk into an exam on their own and show the work they've prepared, that is a massive achievement. Just to walk in with so much pride and feel confident in what they're doing. And I just love that I've seen that within children over the years. You know, a little girl who was all shy and she came in the first year, you know, and I thought, wow, she's really scared. And then 3 years later, she's bubbly. She's like, hey, you know, and she's really confident. That is worth so much. So I really ask the parents to really don't lose sight of that fact and be aware that in any genre, you're never going to get every child who's perfect or every child who's at the top of the tree. That's just not a true reflection of life. People excel in different things, and your child, while they may not get the top percentile mark, they might have achieved the most incredible amount in terms of their creativity, in terms of their confidence to add their own bits and pieces into the exams. Now, that is something that's very unique to Tapatak Oz as well. We have a huge volume of set work. So the children are not only trying to replicate the set work as given, but they're also given this incredible opportunity to add their own introductions, add props, add little bits of costumes, add their own feel to everything that they're doing. And this is what makes it so exciting and really makes the children excited to come to their Tapatak Oz classes and also their exams. The other beautiful thing about a Tapatak Oz exam is we try and make it really relaxed, but still professional and get the job done. And at the end, we have a thing called Tap Chat. And in that, we talk to the children about their tap dance experience for the year. And, you know, the teachers sit in the room, which is very different to other exams, and the teachers get to hear the children talk about their tap experience, and they might talk about something to do with Tapatak Oz, but they may not. It might be a routine they did in a competition. It might be a busker they saw on the street. One child said to me once, oh, I saw this mad busker and it was so inspiring. Another little boy said to me once, I love coming to tap dance because it's the only place where I can be free and I can really be myself. And I nearly burst into tears. It was so beautiful. Another little girl, I said, what's your favourite thing you've done in tap this year? And she said, my tap exam. I wish I could stay and just be here all day. And then another favourite response was a little girl who was very shy. And she said, I love coming to tap because I'm very quiet. And in tap, I can be really loud. So I just tell you those stories to give you an insight into, you know, when a child comes and does a tap dance exam, it's not just about the tap dance. It's about so many other skills and delights that they get from coming and doing that exam. So anyway, that's just a little bit about our exams. The children come in 2 at a time, 30 minutes. They perform all the work. We chat about their experience of tap and what they've loved about it for the year. And they get a really detailed written report. Quite different to a lot of other examinations now, which can sometimes the feedback can be a bit generic. But it's very important to us to give very specific feedback. And an example of how the parents really love this is a parent actually approached me after some exams, and they were now doing the next year of exams. And she was a school teacher, and she actually commented to me, wow, Christine, I couldn't believe the reports I got for my twins. She said one was a boy and one was a girl, but she said I didn't even need to read the name on the top of the report. I could tell from what was written exactly which child of mine belonged to that report. And that was just fantastic because that's how detailed the reports are. And we really try and give a huge round of applause to everything great the child does in the exam. We like to say, this was great, that was great. But then we also be fair and give constructive feedback saying, you know what, if you did this, it would be even better. If you did that, this could be great. And that's what the Tapatak Oz process is all about, really building the children up to truly appreciate all the skills and the gifts they have. And then also saying, hey, but you could also do it this way. In terms of our grading, we're very fair. we believe, and are very honest. So we don't give 100% in a Tapatak Oz exam because that's not what we're about. We're about reflecting the real world. And in the real world, as you would all know, nothing is ever perfect. There's always room for improvement. And it's very important to us that any of the children and the teachers within the Tapatak Oz program go away with that fundamental understanding that nothing is ever perfect and you can always make it better. So for that reason, none of our students ever gain 100% in an exam because we want them to always be thinking, okay, this is great now, what I've created here, but in another year, it could be something different, or there's more to learn. There's always more to learn. So we're encouraging our students to always look outside of themselves, do the work that's set. Yeah, that's great. But tap dancing is not a stagnant art form. It is fluid. It's constantly changing and flexible, and it's innovative. And we want our students to be innovative. We want them to be on YouTube looking up amazing tap dancers and being inspired. And we want them to come into the room and show us stuff we've never seen before. We want our examiners to be sitting there going, wow, man, that was cool. Where did you see that step? So we want them to nail all the set elements that we've given them, but then to be out there, bringing other stuff into what they're doing. And that's what our exam approach is about, which is totally unique. And that's why the syllabus will never date. It's always going to be modern and fresh and new because the students themselves are given the room and the breathing space, and for the teachers as well, to do the set work so we know all the grounding and the fundamentals are there, but they're bringing this excitement in from everywhere else. So I've spoken enough now, but that's just to give the parents a bit of an idea about what Tapatak Oz is about, and the teachers as well. Again, if you want more information, just send us an email or organise a Skype session, and we are always happy to talk to people and explain exactly what we're doing. So that's it, Tapatak Oz exams.